Welcome in, family. I am back with another video. I missed you guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into this. This happened to me the other day, and I was just like, I've been meaning to make a video about this because I got some crazy stories. So stick to the end for the story time. But first, I'm just gonna go over the spiritual meaning of when you lose something. So let me just clarify, because I don't want y'all to be like, oh, so every time we lose something, it's just, I mean, maybe. It could be every time that you lose something is spiritual and divine intervention, okay? But most times, I just take it how I feel. So if I feel like, why am I losing this? Like, if it's triggering me to think about it, like, I'm like, okay, or if I lose something for a long time, it's like, okay, this is showing me something or whatever, you know what I mean? So that is what I'm speaking about, that feeling when you feel like you lost something and it's trying to show you something and you feel like it's just deeper than just losing something. All right, so I got my notes just in case so I don't forget anything. So first and foremost, when you lose anything, it could be really frustrating. Ooh, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all in my readings. I'm gonna do the readings too. But yeah, when you lose anything, it can be very frustrating, especially when you have, like, you just got this set plan and you know you about to do this and you about to go here, you gotta do this, you gotta go to the doctor and do it. Like, okay, so as humans, we naturally have our routine, right? So then, boom, you lost your keys and you've been looking for them for hours to no avail. And you just surrender and say, I give up, I'm done looking. They'll show up. And then the next thing you know, you find them in a spot that you know for sure you check multiple times. Oh my God, I'm having deja vu. Oh my God, y'all. We gotta do a video on deja vu too. But like, one of my simplest meanings that I always take deja vu as is I'm right where I'm supposed to be in the perfect place at the perfect time. Okay. But yeah, y'all. So then next thing you know, you find them in a spot that you know for sure that you checked multiple times. Pay attention to what messages you receive when you finally spot your missing item. So say if you had a smell that you smell, or you had like most times with me, I have an intuitive download. Like, as soon as I find it, I'll be like, oh my God, they were trying to show me this. Like, it just naturally comes to me. I know what they were trying to show me. That's how they talk to me. But sometimes too, like, I'll hear something, instead of it being in my mind, like, I'll hear like it was outside of my mind. Then also it could be that you feel something, like you get chills, or you feel a breath of air, or whatever it could be. It could be a lot of different things. Take heed to those things. Take heed to what you might notice in your environment. The things that you might notice around you could be showing you something. But yeah, here are a few things that your spiritual team could be trying to relate to you when this happens. So the first thing could be that you need to learn to detach from this item. Maybe you have learned to use this item or action to cope on your daily routines. If it's your keys, for example, maybe you don't need to go anywhere right now. Maybe you just need to relax. If it's a lighter, maybe you don't need to smoke right now. So, like, for me, I'm gonna tell my story at the end, but it's keys. When I lose stuff, I'm only gonna look for it for so long, because it's gonna piss me the fuck off. Like, that's something that I can't do. Like, I'm only gonna look for it for so long, and once I feel like my energy's about to go somewhere else, I just go outside and sit down or something, like, and then next thing you know, it appears, right? But yeah, like, you need to really just notice what it is. So if it's your car, your keys to your car, maybe you're trying to escape, or maybe you're trying to, like, where you're always running to your car to go somewhere, or, you know what I mean? Like, maybe what is it about your home environment that you don't like that's making you want to leave? Or it could be a lot of different things. Intuitively, you have to really read into it. Where was I at? Yeah, also too, like, just the routine thing, like that, the pattern thing. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more at the end, but just getting into a routine of doing certain things, and then it's like Spirit is like, okay, well, this is not the time to engage in these type of things. Yes, that was last season we was doing that, but now we have to buckle down, or just to give you little nudges like that. The second one, maybe Spirit is trying to pull you out of autopilot. You could just be going through the motions. So like when I had my first shrooms trip, I feel like I got that type of download where I was just going through the motions. So you losing your key or losing something in the house, and it could be showing you too that like either your environment could be too messy to the point where it's like you get really frustrated looking for something because you're not even able to see everything or know everything is that, because it's not organized. That's a sign that you need to get your things in order. Also, it could be that you need to get like your environment could be too heavy, that you need to cleanse your environment. It could be a lot of different things too. If you lose the remote, you could be watching TV too much, spending too much time watching TV or going to sleep with the TV. All that could be like your subconscious mind is trying to stop that bad programming. Also, gossiping. Gossiping is so low vibrational, and talking about other people is so low vibrational. And you could be losing stuff if you're gossiping a lot about people, and then you just like, oh, I don't know how I keep ending up losing this stuff, like, because it's like Spirit trying to nudge you, like, stop, because you should not be gossiping. All right. Now, the third one I'm going to share with you guys is also because you could be losing something to gain even bigger, even better blessing. Say you get a car, you have a car repoed or something, and you end up getting an even better car, and you get it removed of your credit, and this and that. You know what I mean? Or say you get, you end up having to move somewhere where you thought you were really trying to move, but then you get there and they give you a big bonus room and you get the penthouse suite or something, like things like that. Like that is what like could be happening as well. It really takes discernment. So you really want, that is another reason why you must stay grounded, because your mind can't be cluttered. If you're trying to receive spiritual downloads, you can't have a cluttered mind. So you need to stay grounded. Practice just being. Just being. Go outside. Do your mindful breaths and practice just being, just existing. And that way you'll be able to start to hear different things from your spiritual team louder, more clear. Also, something that I like to do is fasting. I've been doing fasting lately. I do like maybe a day in between every 2 days, or dependent. But I will fast, and when I fast, I can hear and see different dimensions clearer, way more clear than when I do if I've been like eating a lot and I'm super tired, or you know what I mean, like when it's not balanced. So there are a lot of different ways that you can decipher what the divine messages that it's trying to relate to you when you lose something. But just make sure that you really just pay attention to what you see, hear, and feel when losing something. And if it feels like it's a deeper meaning, you know what I mean? Because we can lose stuff, but it's like, if you just know, like, no, it's something about that. Like, I didn't just lose that. Like, I feel like, you know what I mean? That type of situation, then go ahead and take the intuitive download when you do find it, or when you do see whatever manifests after you losing it. Because it's purpose in everything. Nothing is happening by accident. Nothing is a coincidence. This is your journey, and this is all to teach you. Our angels, our spirit guides are constantly trying to talk to us, and they have to make it so plain as three numbers to keep repeating, stuff like that. Like, they're constantly trying to get our attention, because we have so many other things that we occupy. Like I said, the autopilot. We have to get out of being in autopilot so we can receive messages, because in autopilot, your brain is kind of shut. You kind of just doing things, just going through the motions. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into my video. I love you guys so much. check out my Lionsgate portal ritual. It is posted on my Instagram. I will post it in my story as well. It's going up. I will be going live dressing some of the candles either tomorrow or the day after that. So probably, what's today, Friday? So I'll probably do it on Sunday or late Saturday night going into Sunday. But yeah, you guys, I just want to thank you so much for being here and just giving this energy exchange. If you appreciated this video, donate to my channel and to me. My Cash App is down below. All right, thank you guys so much. Make sure you have me on Instagram and TikTok. Let's be friends. Peace. All right, you guys. So I have forgot about the story time. So yeah, let me tell y'all. Y'all not gonna believe this. So it was probably a couple months ago. I was like, I had just pulled up to this seafood spot, this little seafood boil type of spot, and I was too geeked. I was hype. I'm like, yes, I'm ready to eat. Seafood, my favorite food. I was like, oh yeah, this is about to be so good. Like, I was so ready. Like, my mouth was watering everything. And then we already had pushed it to the limit when we was about to walk in, like right before they stopped telling people to walk in. So I'm like, yes, we about to eat. I'm hype. I'm so happy. Then I go ahead and get out the car, and I got the key on my finger. I got the ring of the key on my finger, right? I'm holding the key. I got it on my finger. I closed my door. I'm like, oh, I think I forgot my lip gloss. So I go grab my lip gloss out the middle. Then I come back out the car, and for some reason, I don't have the key no more. So I'm like, I must have dropped it in between the seat or down in there where I went to get the lip gloss from the middle. So y'all, I went and looked down there. Looked on the side of the seat, looked under the seat, looked behind the seat, looked in the back seat. Maybe it fell back there. Looked on the other side of the seat, the passenger side. When I tell you I looked the rug up, like, when I tell you I looked everywhere where it could have been, because I didn't look in the trunk, because why would I check the trunk when I just said I walked out of the car. The key was on my finger. I walked back in the car. Put my hand in the middle thing that go up, the little armrest, and how would it get in the trunk? So I never checked the trunk. I checked the whole car though. And I think I even checked the trunk to see if I would have got a toss back there or something. So I was like, no, I don't know, this is crazy. I'm like, when that stuff happens to me, I just surrender. I'm done. I give up. Once I know I've looked everywhere, cleaned everything out the way, moved everything, I don't know. I give up. Like, it's over. It's over for me. I'm done. I'm not stretching my brain to stress myself out to think about where the key at. I don't know where the fuck the key at, but guess what? I know we're gonna motherfucking find it eventually. So I'm not stressing myself out about it, okay? So I just end up turning the car back on. I go ahead and just head back home because the restaurant ended up closing. Because I was like, damn, so we can sit in the front. I'll wash the car from the inside. Then we went inside. They was like, they couldn't see us no more. It got too late. So I was like, okay, it's a sign for us to go home. Went, got gas, went home, and went to sleep. Woke up the next day. I'm looking again, couldn't find it. Then later that day, I'm like, let me just go through everything in the bag or start pulling stuff out and just see. So y'all, why the fuck? Why? Why was the key inside of a bag, inside of a suitcase? How did it get inside of a suitcase, bro? When I tell you, when I talk about I had the key on my finger, I was not high, I hadn't smoked, I hadn't drank nothing, I wasn't on no type of trip, I wasn't about to forget shit. Like, so I'm like, what the fuck? But in that moment, like, when I found it, then I was just like, dang, I had got a few different downloads. I was rushing that day. Stop rushing. I think I was being greedy over the food or something. Stop being so greedy over eating. it was a few things I got, and you really just take the message that you get in that moment. And then my most recent story, bro. So my it was with some keys again, and my brother, he had went somewhere, and he came back and he left me the key on the banister or whatever on the step. So fast forward to the next morning, it's like 10 or something, and my brother, like my little brother, my other brother, he was like, I seen the key, it was right there, it was sitting on the thing right there. So then I was like, okay, well, it gotta be over here somewhere, you know. So we looking all around. Did it fall under the door? Did it fall in the shelf? What, like, where did it fall? Where did it fall? Where did it fall? We can't find the key, bro. When I tell you, we looked for this key for like, bro, hours, bro. Like, I ain't looked no hours, I ain't gonna hold you. I looked like 30 minutes, because I know that my 30-minute look is me looking through everything. Like, and I'm, at that point, if I don't find it by then, it's not for me to find it. I've already then got the realization from my spirit guides, when I can't find shit, it is not meant. It's something that's trying to stop me, protect me, or whatever. And I just really trust in my spirit guides, and I just know that everything will work out regardless, and I don't trip. But yeah, so 2 days later, 2 days, we still was looking for it days after that. But 2 days later, bro, when I tell y'all, the day I was about to leave out that day when he was looking for it, the first day we lost it, I had my purse on. I looked like I had my purse. I was looking at my purse. I had got stuff out of my purse. I've been in my purse for the last 2 days. I've been in my purse, putting stuff and taking it out. And it's a small little, like, the bag is like a little shoulder bag. Like, it's like a little pouch. It's not even a purse. It wouldn't have got lost. No. So I had went somewhere the other night, and I had took an Uber or whatever. Uber back. I'm sitting on my bed, and I look at my purse, bro, and the key is in my fucking purse. And I swear to God, I went through my purse. I looked in my purse multiple times, because I asked her where it was in the bathroom. Like, I was asking my friend, because we had moved it. I remember it, and I was just like, where did we put it? It was not in there. It was not in there. The fairies moved it. Okay? But yeah, y'all, that's my story time. Tell me in the comments if you ever lost something, and you know your angel and spirit guys was playing around, they moved, and they trying to teach you a little lesson. But that's all I have for y'all.